The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Well, straight ahead, we've got a rematch from last year's NFC Divisional Round tilt, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. It's the second of three on this Christmas Day with the Giants and Eagles, and off we go in Philadelphia. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Great, set. 73, Kyle Leviani.
To throw at the outset, here's Hurts. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. You talk about this Giant defense. They enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. He'll get this up to about the 44. The Eagles had 8-6 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third down and 13.
Hey, easy, 63, back. Alpha. Hey, Silver.
Hurts. That is caught. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now an option play on second down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 3rd and 5. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And that one complete to Hodgins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And he's brought down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by them.
Touchdown, Giants! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Hurts going to move them around. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Second down and a yard.
Carl Leviani. Carl Leviani. Hey, 73, 73. Low Silver, ready? No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Slot man moves right. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Open man has got it, the tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 39 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Throwing, Jones. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Hodgins in motion. Jones back. A couple of fakes as he'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Rodgers to return it. Shedding the tackle. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the... A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Second down. Here's Hurts. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Eagles on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, it's Rodgers. And that one, a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it will be Eagles football 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. They run out of the gun with Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Got a man, it's Brown. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on 1st down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off. Not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down. Makes it manageable now.
Hey, Silver.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reynolds. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 3rd down pickup of 5. So they decide not to back him up. They want the down. An interesting call there, as it'll lead to 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Tiger Swamp. Crowd left Yeti. No touch.
Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. In motion left goes Reynolds.
Hey, 73. Go Silver, ready? No touch.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining 2nd half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the 2nd half?
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Jaelan Phillips able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Swift going to try up the middle, and he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Reynolds will go in motion right. Play action. Here's Hurts. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this 3rd quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown. But the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
All the option left, it's Jones.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It is picked up by the Eagles. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Hey, Silver. Crowd left, Yeti.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Crowd left, Yeti. 63.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Crowd left, Yeti. Hey, 73.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
At the 36-yard line.
Hey. Yeti. 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3.
Great. Crowd left, Yeti. Bang. Hey, easy. 63. Bang.
They'll set up to throw. That is caught. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
Swift.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Touchdown, Eagles! A.J. Brown from 4 yards out.
And the Eagles get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the fourth quarter.
Hey, Silver. No touch.
They go play action with Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Great.
Here's 2nd and 10.
No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
63. No touch.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
No touch.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
He dumps it off to Barkley. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
3rd and 3.
Dom Capers.
Now Jones.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima. Up we go.
They'll look to throw again.
Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a play fake here on first down. On the move to his left.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Running left, it's Barkley. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
They'll run with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
2nd and 7.
Back to throw. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jones and that Giant offense looks like they're going to stay right there and go for 2. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete, but a flag is down here, so hang on. Let's see what we've got.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Why shift to Crude? Why shift to Crude?
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Low Silver, ready? Tiger Hornet. Hey!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
73. 73. Crowd left, Yanni. No.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Third and 2.
Crowd left, Yanni. Crowd left, Yanni. Bang. Hey, easy. 63, bang. Don't touch it.
Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Great.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Hey, Silver.
Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. Again, he'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into